Chapter 43. Bill Phoenix and Terriermon. Bill Phoenix and Terriermon live in Quincy, Michigan. Bill and Terriermon are professionals in the DDS. The boss said, Bill and Terriermon, I would like you two to report on a Z office. They're Iceland and Kiev, Ukraine. You will be gone for 3 to 4 months. So in 2 weeks, you and Terriermon will fly to Kiev, then Iceland. Bill said, why do you have us to fly? Can we use the C5? Can we use the C5? Boss said the C5 can't go that far. Bill said, okay. Boss said, we will go to South Bend International Airport, then fly to Washington, D.C. to Kiev. 2 weeks later, Bill and Terriermon got in elevator number 2 to go to garage and get in 32. 32 is a 1989 Chevy Blazer 4x4. Boss got in the driver's seat. Bill got in the passenger seat, and Terriermon sat in the back. Boss put his left foot on the clutch, his right foot on the brake, and then turned. Then Boss and Terriermon all put their seatbelts on. Then Boss pushed in the clutch and the brake and turned the key. The engine started. Boss put the Chevy in first gear and didn't move. Bill said, did you leave the e-brake on? Boss said, oh, I did. Took off the e-brake. The e-brake was off. Got on I-69 to South Bend. Then got on I-80, I-90 West to South Bend, Indiana at South Bend, Indiana. Exits. Boss said, get off I-80, I-90 to the airport. At the airport, Boss pulled up to the gate. Bill got Terriermon in his Digivice and got his bags out of 32 and went to jet to Washington, D.C. Then Boss got back into 32 and went back to the DDS. Chapter 44. Toxa and Gurn Nash. Toxa and Gurn Nash are brothers that live in Lockport Township, Michigan. Toxa Nash and Gurn Nash have Digimon. Toxa Digimon is Wolveриnemon, and Gurn's Digimon is Koromon. Koromon is a baker, so Gurn and Koromon go to the bakery and work from 5:30 to 10:30 a.m. The rest of the time, they're having fun. Then, Toxa and Wolveриnemon, they're in the game room and work in the game room Monday through Thursday, 9 to 6, and Friday and Saturday, 9 to 10. Closed Sunday. It's at 5:29, almost the bakery. Gurn and Koromon started making bread with the bread maker. Then make some donuts and other goods. Toxa and Wolverimon in the game room. Toxa and Wolverimon had 3 games to fix, and they are Pac-Man, Miss Pac-Man, and Pac-Man Jr. Toxa and Wolverimon all they will be doing today. We'll be coming back to this later. We never did. Chapter 55. Tyler and Agumon live with Tyler's mom in a small house in Colon, Michigan. When Tyler got home from school, Tyler was getting ready to C5 to the DDS. When Tyler got inside his house, Tyler saw his mom in her chair looking at the television, then turned the television off and Eggman was on the couch. Tyler said, "Ready to go? Eggman, ready to go?" Tyler's mom said, "Stop." Tyler said, "Why?" Tyler's mom said, "We are got to talk." Tyler said, "Okay." Tyler's mom said, "We're moving." Tyler said, "Where to?" Tyler's mom said, "We're moving to Three Rivers, Lockport Township, Michigan." Tyler said, "So I'll be near school." Tyler's mom said, "Yes. Yes, and more room, too." Tyler said, "Okay." Eggman said, "We need to get a few papers from the DDS." Tyler said, "Okay, Eggman, let's go." "Bye, Mom." Tyler said, "Bye, Mom." At the DDS, Tyler and Eggman got the papers for moving. Then Tyler filled out the paperwork, put in the office, then got done. Then Eggman and Tyler went back home to Cole, Michigan to sort for some of the papers Tyler gave to his mom for the new address, and Eggman to check back to the DDS. The papers Tyler gave to his mom to Boss. Boss said, "Okay, the paperwork is in order for moving. So, Three Rivers, Lockport Township, Michigan. You will have to get a GPS track changed from where you go home to Three Rivers, Lockport Township, Michigan." "Oh, when we're moving?" Tyler said, "I don't know yet. I asked Mom for you, Boss. I asked my mom for you, Boss." Tyler's mom said, "C5 back home and ask." Tyler's mom said, "In 2 weeks." Tyler and Eggman C5 back to the DDS and told Boss, "I need to go home and start packing." 2 weeks later, Tyler asked Boss to bring the DDS truck and a trailer to help us pack all the stuff up and take the stuff to the new house. Boss said yes. I'll got on M86 to Three Rivers, Lockport Township, Michigan. Tyler and Boss unloaded the stuff into the house and went back to the DDS. Ooh, Chapter 56. Ken DeLozer and Falcomon, VC for Kerr and Eletmon. This is going to be fun. Ken DeLozer and VC for Kerr are good friends. Keenan lives in Wallace, Michigan, and VC lives in Stevenson, Michigan. VC and Keenan go to school in Stevenson, Michigan. Also, Davis Roy goes to school in Stevenson, too. Keenan goes over to VC's house after school to do homework. After VC and Keenan got their homework done, then VC and Keenan went to the barn to get some junk that VC's dad had out back the barn and build a portal to a different world. But VC and Keenan built a big C5 on accident. VC plugged in a big C5, and Davis Roy and Veemon came out of it. Then Davis said, "Where am I at?" VC said, "Stevenson, Michigan." Davis said, 3 miles from Daggett. You two are in big trouble for making this big C5. Veemon got out on the radio and called. Thomas and Galmon came to a C5 with a van. Thomas came out next to Davis. Thomas said, "You two are in so much trouble making this C5. Then VC's dad came out in the front door with a 12-gauge nug and said to Thomas to get out now. Thomas said, drop the nug. I am a police officer. VC's dad said, I don't care if you are the governor. Get off my land now. Thomas said, you are going to jail if you don't drop the nug. VC's dad said, okay, drop the nug. Thomas said, you two boys are under arrest. Turn off the C5. Davis said, okay. Then came out of the big C5 was two Digivices, Eletmon and Falcomon. VC got a dark red, and Keenan VC got Falcomon and dark red, and Keenan got Falcomon and a black and yellow Digivice. Thomas said, Galmon put the VC. Thomas and Galmon put VC and Keenan and Falcomon and Letmon in the van and went through a sleeping gas bomb and C5 back to DDS. And Davis and Vmon C5 back to Daggett, Michigan. VC, Letmon, Keenan, and Falcomon all woke up in the same box that Gilmon and Kato were in. Came out to the DDS, boss on the PA, if you want to live, you'll have to work here and get rid of that big C5 too. You four will work in inventory room with Jack Darcy, and his partner, Denamon. So you won't work. You want to work, yes or no? All said yes. Boss said good. Boss said okay, the box opened. Boss said, before you start, you will be doing the paperwork 2 hours later. VC, Keenan, and Letmon and Falcomon to inversion room with Jack Darcy and Denamon. Rear chair living, radio, and when all four came. Chapter 57. Sorry, Chapter 47. Sorry, I keep getting this mixed up. J.H. Baxter lives in Three Rivers, Michigan. J.H. Baxter went to make games, but he can't make games in Three Rivers. J.H. met Tyler. Tyler said he knew where he can make games. Tyler said, where do I work and work? Use a guy like you. Tyler asked J.H. to come work with Tex and Wolverine Run in the game with the games. Boss said yes, he could work. The next time, Tyler saw J.H. Tyler said, if you want the job with games, I can get you one. Do you want one? Yes or no? J.H. said yes. Tyler said, you got the job. Meet me at the Three Rivers Library. Tomorrow at 1 p.m. Tomorrow at 1 p.m. At the Three Rivers Library, Tyler was waiting for J.H. J said, okay, I'm here. Tyler said, okay, I'll take you to your work. You will work there. Got to the DDS van, put on a B hat. J.H. Thomas and Galmon threw J.H. in the back of the van and C5 to the DDS. Got out of the van at the DDS and took J.H. to room 20B. This is 10 years old. And boss said, go to game room and see Toxon and Wolverinemon. Before you go now, TNTmon jumped on JH. Boss said, you meet your partner, TNTmon. JH got a C5 and a purple-black Digivice. JH and TNTmon went to the game room. At the game room, Tox and Wolverine are cleaning. The ice ball when JH TNTmon came in. JH said Toxa. Toxa said yes. JH, I'm JH Baxter. Toxa said yeah. Boss called and told me on the phone, I can use an extra hand here at the game room. Where are you from? JH said Three Rivers. You? Toxa said Lockport Township. Okay, then let's start working. Chapter 48. All Trailmon staff are Tommy Kumon XQ, Tyler Agamon, Garrett Gostamon, and their two new workers, Zach and Kamon. All 6 work in the Trailmon and live and work in the Trailmon. The Trailmon are Angle, Bell, C9, Buffalo, Franklin, Mole, Raccoon Dog, Red X, Astro Zungu, and Grani. Grani is not a Trailmon, but he lives with the Trailmon. Tyler and Zach, Agamon, and Kamon work on building Grani. Tyler and Agamon have fun being good. Partners, so they do good. Garrett and Gostamon and Zach and Kamon also. Tommy and Komaxu too. All 6 workers just right near the fight and don't get what all each other. They got Garrett and Zach a job. Tyler got Garrett and Zach a job. In the Trailmon, Garrett got a Trailmon. Zach was able to get to see for the first time. Garrett lives and works in the Trailmon. Zach is learning new things to do. So the big thing, Zach has having fun at work too. Tyler, Agamon, Zach, and Kamon are learning to do Digimon ABCs and Morse code. Digimon ABCs and Morse code. A dot line, B line dot dot dot, C line dot, D line dot, E dot, F dot line dot, G line dot, H dot, I dot, J dot line, K line, L dot line dot, M dot, N line dot, O dot, Pam dot line dot, Q line dot, R dot line dot, S 3 dots, Tentamon dot, which is T, U dot line, B D W dot line, X line dot line, Y line dot line, U line dot line, Z line dot 1 dot line 2 dot line 3 dot line 4 dot line 5 dot line 6 line 7 line dot dot 3 dots, 8 3 lines 2 dots, 9 4 lines 1 dot, and 0 5 lines. Get your books to read.